Something has been trying to reach you, quietly, consistently, patiently, and you felt it, not as a loud voice, not as something obvious, but as a subtle pull you couldn't explain. A feeling that there's more going on beneath the surface of your life than what you can see. And right now, as you're listening to this, that feeling is getting stronger for a reason. This is not random. This is not imagination. This is awareness waking up inside you. There have been moments recently where you paused, even for a second, and questioned everything. The direction you're going, the people around you, the choices you've made. Not because you're lost, but because something deeper within you is asking for alignment. And when alignment begins, confusion often comes first. You may have noticed that things you once tolerated now feel heavy. Conversations that once felt normal now feel draining. Situations that once made sense now feel forced. It's like your energy is rejecting what no longer matches who you're becoming. And that's exactly what's happening. You are not falling out of place. You are falling into truth. But here's the part that most people misunderstand. When your life begins to realign, it rarely feels peaceful at first. It feels like disruption. It feels like distance. It feels like things are slipping away without explanation. And in those moments, it's easy to think something is going wrong. But what if everything is going right? Just not in the way you expected. Think about the patterns in your life, the cycles you've been through, the lessons that kept repeating until you finally understood them. None of that was accidental. Every experience was preparing you for this exact moment. The moment where you begin to see clearly. And clarity changes everything. Because once you see the truth, you can't unsee it. Once you feel the difference, you can't go back to pretending everything is the same. Once you recognize your own energy, you can't keep placing it in environments that drain you. That's why things feel different now. You're not the same person anymore. Even if your surroundings haven't changed yet, you have. And that internal shift will soon start reflecting in your external world. But before that happens, there is always a phase of uncertainty. A phase where you feel like you're in between two versions of yourself. The old version, that feels familiar but no longer fits. And the new version, that feels right but still unknown. This space in between can feel uncomfortable. You might question yourself. You might feel like you're overthinking. You might even try to go back to what felt safe before. But every time you try, something inside you stops you. That's not hesitation. That's guidance. Because you are being moved forward, even when you don't feel ready. And readiness is not about having all the answers. It's about trusting yourself enough to take the next step anyway. Right now, your intuition is stronger than it has ever been. You feel things more deeply. You sense things more quickly. You understand things without needing them to be explained. This is not something to ignore. This is something to trust. Because your intuition is not guessing. It's remembering. Remembering who you are beyond the noise. Remembering what you came here to do. Remembering the path that was always meant for you. And the more you listen to it, the clearer everything becomes. You'll start noticing signs. Not obvious ones, but subtle confirmations. Moments where something aligns perfectly. Situations where the right opportunity appears at the right time. Encounters that feel too meaningful to be coincidence. These are not accidents. These are indicators. Indicators that you are moving in the right direction. But here's something important you need to understand. Not everything that leaves your life is a loss. Sometimes, it's protection. Sometimes, it's redirection. Sometimes, it's the universe clearing space for something better. And when you hold on to what is meant to leave, you block what is meant to arrive. So let go. Not out of force, but out of trust. Trust that what is meant for you will not require you to shrink, to doubt, or to question your worth. Trust that what is aligned with you will feel natural, not forced. Trust that where you are being guided is exactly where you need to be, even if it doesn't make complete sense yet. Because understanding doesn't come before the journey. It comes because of it. You are not behind. You are not late. You are not missing anything. You are in a process, a transformation, a shift that is happening in layers. And each layer is revealing a version of you that is more real, more aware, more aligned. So don't rush it. Don't compare your path to anyone else's. Don't doubt yourself just because things feel uncertain. Because uncertainty is not a sign that you're on the wrong path. It's a sign that you're stepping into something new. And new always feels unfamiliar at first. But soon, it won't. Soon, what feels uncertain now will feel natural. Soon, what feels confusing now will feel clear. Soon, what feels distant now will feel aligned. And when that happens, you'll look back at this moment and realize, this was the turning point. This was the moment where everything began to change. Not because something outside of you shifted, but because you did. So take a deep breath and just be present for a second. Feel where you are right now. Acknowledge how far you've come. Recognize the strength it took to get through everything you've been through. And understand this. You didn't come this far to stay the same. You came this far to become who you were always meant to be. And that version of you is closer than you think. So keep going. Even when it's unclear. Even when it's uncomfortable. Even when no one else understands. Because this path was never meant for everyone. It was meant for you. And you are exactly where you need to be. Right now.